So you don't try to win everyone over. You know how to discard people based on the standards that you have quickly. And what would happen is that it'll keep you emotionally clean. Because when you try to work it out with random ass motherfuckers who are not good for you, what would happen is that those experiences linger on and they stay in your mind, and you kind of get resentful at having to deal with that kind of stuff. And depending on who you're with, it might sabotage your future relationships. Let's just say you stay with someone that cheated on you, and one of your and you didn't think about putting that as one of your standards. They're asking for forgiveness, and because you don't have a clear knowledge about what you want and don't want, you forgive them. Because when you like someone, you're willing to move the goalposts for them, and you end up being in relationships and tolerating people who cheat. But what happens is that you slowly build that up, and the way you build that up is because you didn't have a standard. It's like people who do drugs, right? A lot of people who do drugs, the reason why they started doing drugs is because they never made up their minds to never do it. They always left it in the open. But there are some people who, from childhood, make up their minds. Either they had parents who did drugs, or they saw somebody who ruined their lives with drugs, and so it becomes a conscious standard. So that when it does happen, they say no. This is what happens when you have an unclear, like when you have a desires that are more vague, that are more abstract. They really have no power. They have no hold on you, and they really don't affect you. They really don't affect you in the positive. It just gives you a sense of control, a sense of a goal. But whenever you have pressure put on you, when somebody tests your true strength, you end up just going after people who don't really have what you want. And so you move your standards, and people can sense when you move those standards, and they lose respect for that. Right? You should always be looking to show people your defenses. And this is why it's okay to be looking for bullshit. Right? Because they're gonna bullshit you. And you want to find something so that you could tell them, I don't like that. Those things, people want to hear that. I'm telling you, if a person doesn't want someone who calls them out on their bullshit, they just want someone to manipulate. You know? They just want somebody to manipulate. And every time, because this is the thing, people know when they're fucking with you. People know when they're disrespecting you. And when you let them get away with it, they act like they didn't see it. They act like they're not aware. But you know they're aware, because next time they become more bolder in their disrespect. The most attractive a woman has looked in my eyes is when I see their defenses. When I see their unwillingness to compromise in certain things. That shows me you have standards, and that shows me that I want to be with you, because if you choose me, it meant that you chose me based on standards. You don't want to be with someone who you could sense has no standards, who don't have a limit about what they want, who don't have a limit about what, if you do this, I'll do this. If you do this, I'll do that. Rather, they just go with the wind based on how much they like you. And if they don't like you, they start putting strong rules on you. But if they like you, all the rules just go away. Your emotional immune system is what keeps people from taking you for granted. And too many of you guys have a weak emotional immune system. That's why you have to develop a meditation practice. And meditation practice will literally liberate you from your emotional weak immune system. It will liberate you. It will strengthen your ability to handle pain. And once you're able to handle pain, then you're able to set standards and keep them. And this wall that they feel will draw them to you. I'm telling you, man, it's just how that is. It's just how that is. And this is the thing. This is another thing. Is that another thing about your defenses is in your face. You put on a defensive face, like, you really gonna do that? You really gonna do that? Or you're not being clear with me? Oh, come on, man. Like, I don't like the way this is working out. The serious face is part of the intimidation. It's part of the intimidation, but it's also part of your defenses. So you got to learn how to have that. Remove that puppy eye that you have permanently in your face, and learn to develop, going from like to this. You know, like Han Solo from Inglourious Bastard, where if you actually see him talk, he'll be talking nice, but then when he's talking about, you know, finding a Jewish person, he'll be like, and that intimidates people. And as long as you are justified in your anger, please show it. Please show it in your face. Please show that cold or Terminator face when they do something wrong. They need to see that. They need to sense your strength. Because think about it, you don't want someone who you could just easily throw off kilter, who you could just easily make them not think straight, who you could just easily fuck with them. You wanna know why? Because it meant that if you could do it, somebody else in the past has done it, and maybe you're not over someone. Let me tell you something, man. Honestly, personally, I don't want to date someone who easily gets played. I don't want to date someone who believes everything that I say to them. I don't want to date someone who, when I do something wrong, you apologize to me. You want to know why? Because it meant somebody else who has even more weak intentions had full control over you. I don't want that. Like, if I know that somebody played you for years and you just kept coming back to them because you feel you can't deal with the pain, I don't want to be with you. I just don't. It's almost like it's worse than it's almost like banging the whole football team and telling someone, right? It's kind of like, damn, like, you're that easy physically, but also emotionally, you're that easy to play. I don't want that. I just don't. It means maybe you love someone more than me, or maybe you're not over someone, because people who have weak emotional immune system have a hard time getting over people. A hard time. All right, if you guys enjoy these videos about stoicism, dating, relationships, self-help, moving up in life, I would recommend you guys check out some of my courses that I have for sale. These courses are courses for men and women. For example, Nice Girl, Nice Guy is a course about how to become more assertive. Natural Chemistry is a course for women that I have on how to develop strong relationships. Dark Game is a controversial course that I have for guys on how to attract women in their life and keep it. It's not as dark as it seems, but we do talk about some dark psychology in here. Psychological Game of Attraction is a course that we made for women who are single. And as you see, we have a course about how to develop charisma. Emotional Mastery, which is a course about how to develop a meditation practice and how to improve your emotional life, to become more resilient, to not let rejection hit you so hard, to be able to bounce back from failure. I have a course called Nice Guy, which is a course for guys who are single and guys who want to be able to develop more assertiveness training, right? Most of these courses come at $99. And there you can also purchase the bundle where you guys can purchase all of the courses in one go at a discounted rate, right? We have a bundle for women and a bundle for men. So click in the description down below to check them out. You can browse around and see the courses that you like. And if you don't like them, you guys can ask for a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I'll give you guys the money back, okay? And in fact, we actually have a new one for women right now we're developing. It's called The Feminine Woman. So if you're a woman watching, this course is specifically to help women become more feminine, to embrace their feminine while embracing their masculine energy. And I'm actually going to make a course for that, like that for men, which is called The Masculine Man, which is a course on how to develop masculinity and develop masculine energy, to attract women in your life, to attract business success in your life, to be able to be better socializing, to read people better. It's truly an all-around course. So if you guys want to check out those courses, click on the description down below where it says purchase the courses, and I'll see you guys inside. Bye-bye.